Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to do prompt design in Vertex AI challenge lab. So just make sure you follow everything. I'm going to start the lab and log in. Make sure you close any other tabs you have from the previous labs. Okay, and I'm going to log in now. Okay, so after I'm logged in, I'm going to go to the first one. I'll have to save this image first. I'm going to save it somewhere, and then I'll have to go to dashboard, Vertex AI, multimodal, or you can go to overview. You can go to try Gemini, and then click insert media, upload from computer, and this is the one. Okay, this was the one that we'll have to upload. After uploading it, we'll have to write something about it, and just make sure you're using Gemini 1.0 Pro version models. So after the latest Google event, a new model is included, but we are going to use the Pro version one. Okay, next we'll have to copy this, paste it, anything. All right, come back, copy this name, paste it, come back, check your region, and make sure you're using this vision model. Make sure you have changed this. Everything is great. We're gonna save this in the region that you have. For me it's US Central 1 only, so I'm going to use that. Wait for it to save, but we're not going to wait. We are going to click duplicate. We are going to go to language and then come to task 2. Alright, so here what we are going to do is click text prompt. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we are going to go to structured, and then we are going to copy the context, paste it here. Alright, copy this and copy this again, paste it here. Alright, and here what we are going to write is one second. Alright, so just copy anything, like try something for this. Okay, and I am going to paste it in the text box, something like that. Write a tagline for a durable backpack, or write a tagline for backpack. I'm going to write it backpack for hikers, and just make sure you copy and paste this twice. Okay, everything is good, yet we'll have to do one thing, which is copy the name of the prompt, paste it here. Make sure you have the region right. It's US Central 1, but the model that you'll have to use is any of this Gemini Pro 1. So I'm going to use the Pro 002. The region is correct, US Central 1. Everything else is good. Okay, and then I'm going to click save. Just wait for it to save. Meanwhile, I'm just going to check if the previous lab was saved. Yes, it was saved, and I already have a check for that. That's great. So I'll have to check the second one. This one is also 25 out of 25. Now we're going to go to the third one. Okay, so for this one we'll have to go to workbench, close one of the tabs, just wait for it to load. Okay, it has loaded for me. Click open Jupyter Lab, wait for it to load. Alright, sometimes it takes time to load, but do not worry. So now when you are in the Jupyter Lab, you'll have to click new notebook, click rename, come back to the challenge lab, click rename, and then just paste it. Make sure you only copy image analysis because .ipynb is already there. Okay, so you'll have to rename it. Then what we are going to do is we are going to do two things. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to go to any of our, for example, multimodal product analysis one. So go to multimodal, go to my prompts and click my prompts, and then click the prompt that we created. Just wait for it to load. So after it is loaded, we'll have to click get code. Okay, so you have a get code option here, just click that. Copy the first command, just follow this carefully. Okay, so copy the first command, go back to the Jupyter Lab one, click the plus icon here, click terminal, paste it, click enter, wait for it to run. Now when it's running, it's asking me, do you want to continue? I'll have to click Y, and now it's giving me this link. So this link, you'll have to click it, find the account that you're using right now. It's 02D7, click continue, click allow. Just make sure you don't select your email ID. You'll have to click the student account there. Okay, you have to click the student account, and then copy the verification code, come back to the lab and paste it in the terminal. It says it worked. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the symbol product analysis, copy the whole code, the second one, come back and paste it. If you click Ctrl V, it would take time for it to show up, but that's okay. Do not paste twice, that would give you an error. Paste only once and then click shift enter and wait for it to run. So while this is running, what we are going to do is we are going to right click in this area, click new notebook. We are going to click select, click rename, come back to the lab, go to task 4, just copy this, come back, click rename. Okay, so I have made a mistake here. As I told you, you'll have to only copy the first thing. So I'll have to just make sure. Okay, this did not work. Click new notebook. Okay, this did work. Okay, this is a Python notebook. I'll have to click delete this one, so I just deleted it. Alright, so now that we are here, we'll go back to the lab and we'll have to copy this code. Close this tab now, we don't need it. Okay, now that we are here, we have copied it, but that's not the whole thing. Now see, I'm not getting the whole thing, right? This is not the whole code. There's a lot more, but it's cut off. So what will I do now? I'll just reload it. Sometimes it happens, it does happen. So now that if I come back here, see, now I have the full code with me. So I'll come back, now I'll paste everything. Now what you'll have to do is go back, close this one, you do not need it now because this should have completed its running. Alright, and we'll come back to this after one thing. Alright, so we'll come back to the tagline generator part after one thing. So now that this has completed running, we'll come back to task 3. Okay, and after coming back to task 3, we'll have to copy this one and where it says short descriptive text displayed with the image, the prompt that you wrote, we are just going to copy it there, just like that. Okay, and then if I run it, it should take some time to run, but that's okay. Just wait for it to run. Okay, so it has done that for me, but now there's one thing that I'll have to do, one more thing that I'll have to do. So describe this image in less than 10 words. Okay, and then I have to run this again. So I'll have to run this cell 3 times. So this is the third time that I run it, and we'll just wait for it to complete. So now while this is completing, we can work on the tagline generator part. So now that we have copied this code, we'll have to go back to Vertex AI, click continue. We do not want to save this. Come back to language, go to my prompts, and you will find the symbol tagline generator that we created, right? So we're just gonna wait for this to load. After it is loaded, we are going to copy the examples that we put. So example input and example output. Okay, and you can write something else now. For example, write a tagline for a backpack, and your output should be set out for an adventure. Set out for an adventure. And then in the input, come back to the lab, see if there's anything it asks you to do this. So in the task 4, so in the input, you'll just have to make sure that it has the word nature in it. So firstly, firstly the input should be write a tagline for a backpack, and then just click run. While this is running, we'll just go back to the image analysis one and check if it's run completed. We'll come back to the lab and check for task 3. It should be completed. Alright, so just waiting for the 4th task now. Come back to tagline generator. It has generated it for us. Now what we need to do is write a tagline for a backpack and include nature in it. So it's still running. We'll wait for it to run. Amazing. And now if we come back and click this one, the 4th one, it should not work because we haven't saved it yet. Alright, but we have definitely included the word nature. We'll have to run it again, see if it works. Nature in it, and it must include nature in it. Run it again, run it again, write a tagline, and it must include nature in it. Let's see if this works. It's not having nature in it, so this is not working. Adventures, run it again, embrace the, and it must include the keyword nature in it. See, now it's working. We'll come back, click check my progress, and this time it should definitely work. See, that's all that you have to do. Now we will have to click check my progress and we'll see if everything is working. Click end lab. That's all that you'll have to do. Thank you so much guys for watching this video.